What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over all of the rare Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Z-A. I played this game for about 70 hours so far, and I've completed the entire dex. Every single Pokemon and every form, and I'm almost done with my alpha dex. It's coming along nicely. A bunch of these Pokemon, when you go to click on the habitat, it's not going to tell you where it is. Well, I am. And in today's video, I'm going over all of those Pokemon, as well as Pokemon that are difficult to find for missions, and some Pokemon that are only going to unlock very late in the game, and how you can get them earlier. And if you want a team of powerful pseudo-legendary dragons, I'm going to tell you how to do that before you do your second rank battle. And if you're watching this toward the end of your playthrough, these are the Pokemon you're missing from your decks. Your current in-game rank, not online rank, directly impacts how likely you are to catch a Pokemon. In the post-game, this Pokemon has a 50% chance to be caught. At rank V, this Pokemon has a 1 out of 500 chance to be caught. There is a very large scale. I'm also doing this with 0 of the Canary plushes and a very low rank. So increase your rank, or if you get any of the plushes for, the catch rate, you have a much better chance at doing this. And if you don't have these Pokemon in your decks yet, Quick Balls are going to be your friend. The first Pokemon we're going to be going after is going to be Dragonair. Yep, I'm setting my sights high. And first we're going to make our way to Blue Sector 6, and I'm going to go from this cafe. This exact spot on the map right here is going to be where you're finding the entrance to some very simple scaffolding. All you need to do is one simple roll straight ahead. Here on the roof is going to be the location of always one of the elemental monkeys. I think it's always an alpha. I'm not really too sure, but I am going over the elemental monkeys at another time. Here, you're also going to be finding Dedenne. Dedenne is one of the rare Pokemon that you can only find on rooftops in special areas. Great, we got it. And we're going to make our way on the roof to this exact location where you're going to be finding this ramp. And over here is where you can find Scraggy, one of the places that it appears in the city, and it does not appear in any specific habitat. On top of the roof, we want to ultimately make our way on over here. And from my location, you're going to be finding this metal bridge. Now, this Dratini spot can have Dratini, and it can have Dragonair, and it can be an alpha, and it can be a shiny. So if you want to shiny hunt Dragonair, or Dragonite I should say, this is probably the best place to do it. You run a little bit further away, typically about 70 meters. You run a little bit closer, and then it's going to spawn back in. Regular Dratini. Goes 70 meters out, come back closer, still Dratini. And after about 3 minutes, I was able to get it to be a Dragonair. If you are at the beginning of the game like I am, Dragonair is not easy to catch. I would highly recommend very quietly and slowly approaching it. Very often put down some hard saves. Dragonair is a skittish Pokemon. If you were to interact with it and it feels threatened, or even if it sees you, it is going to flee. So I highly recommend waiting until it has its back turned. Oh, for some reason that ball just completely missed. That's the reason we put down a hard save, and we can just reset the game. Just because I know I'm going to be at this for a while, I'm going to wait until it's facing away, and that's when I'm going to put down a hard save. Oh! Yeah! Okay, great. That only took like 2 tries. We are now starting the game off with a level 33 Dragonair. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah, it'll listen to me for 2 more levels. That's cool. Next up, we're gonna backtrack just a little bit, or if you didn't fall off of the roof like I did, then you're absolutely fine. And from this roof where we hit this ramp before, we can actually get ourselves a Hawlucha. Now there's a bunch of side quests in the game that involve fighting a Hawlucha that cannot be caught, so might as well catch it now while you can. This location right here where you see this Pidgey flying, Pidgey is the common spawn and Hawlucha is the uncommon spawn. Now it's not going to require nearly as much zoning back and forth as the Dragonair did because it's not a rare spawn, it's just uncommon. So it's going to be much easier for you. Yeah, it was my second time. Before you take an action, Quick Ball. No, you're going to choose violence? That's fine by me. So we're going to go ahead, get him down all the way down to his unconscious condition, and then we can just go ahead and... Oh, pretty much everything is going to catch him. Ultra Ball for the guaranteed catch. Nice. Next up is going to be Ralts and Shuppet. Now, you may already receive a Ralts from the mystery gift if you're playing near launch. However, you're also going to need another male Ralts. That way you can have yourself a Glade. That's a female Ralts. I might as well catch it anyways. And oh, that's an Alpha Ralts. Hi, buddy. And you're a male. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. If you are here at nighttime, as soon as you climb up the ladder, over here is going to be a Shuppet. Nice. Next up is going to be all 3 elemental monkeys, which are required for a quest, and you're going to see them everywhere, but this is one of the very few locations that has 3 spots. If we look right here on the map at the Jean Sector 4 by this Pokemon Center, you're going to be seeing this grassy knoll. By the way, you want to come down here this way and then come in through over here. Right here on these 3 trees, you're going to be finding Panpour, Pansage, and Pansear. If for whatever reason you don't have the 3rd monkey that you want, all you have to do, you want to walk 70 meters away, and then once you're 50 meters close to it, once you look up in the tree, that monkey is going to be changed. Now we have Panpour, Pansage, Pansear. Perfect. And that's all you have to do to go ahead and get all 3 of those monkeys that in their non-evolved forms are needed for a quest. It's this side quest right here, right next to Wild Zone 3 at the Cafe Cyclone. This guy's going to need you to have all 3 of those Pokemon on your team at the same time. And once you do, he's going to be super excited to see all of them, and he's going to make you some special tea that revolves around super heated water and leaves. Isn't that pretty much just what tea is in the first place? And next up is going to be a full Pidgeot, if you want to go ahead and catch yourself that, immediately followed by Spritzee and Swirlix, because they're all just kind of all next to each other. Just southwest of the Lookers Bureau is going to be a staircase right on top of this big old mall over here, the Passage Ombrage. And over here on the rooftop, we can find ourselves Spritzee, who's apparently attracted to market stalls. Also here on the roof, you could find yourself a wild Pidgeot. Now this Pidgeot is level, I believe he's level 40, and obviously Pidgey and Pidgeotto are not rare Pokemon, but getting a free wild Pidgeot, who's mad at that, right? Is he choosing violence? He's choosing violence. Okay, we're good. Nice. We took it down. Let's just go ahead and save real quick right before it despawns while it's still unconscious, and that's not a very high chance to be caught. Now, if I wanted to, I could keep resetting over and over for that Pidgeot. I'm not going to. Let's keep moving on. By the way, if you're interested in the Spritzee and not the high-level Pidgeot, you can just come to these food trucks down here at the bottom left, and they're just chilling on top of the food trucks to easily catch. A nice, easy location for you to get Swirlix is going to be right here, right outside of the Magenta Plaza that I know becomes a wild area later on. Right on top of the roof, and mine happened to be an alpha that I need for my alpha decks. Nice. Next up is going to be a very easy early game Larvitar. So right next to Wild Zone 2, here in Vert Sector 2, is going to be this plaza. Let's make our way on up this staircase. Once you come to the end of the roof, you're going to be seeing these boxes and this large covered crate. I'm going to go ahead and put down a save right here. This one is really close, and you need to get your character all the way to the edge of the crate, almost so that you see them drop down in height ever so slightly. Obviously, if you're doing this later in the game with the Roto Glide, it's a lot easier, but for now. But I actually found this before I unlocked the Roto Glide, and I was just stubborn to make sure that I got it. Now, if you hold down B, and then you're gonna press Y while holding forward at the same time, hold B, and huh, got it. Nice and easy. Oh, here's a Fletch and Dirk. I need you, actually. Thank you. And as we get close to the end over here, is that an Alpha Larvitar? Yeah, that's an Alpha Larvitar. That's neat. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a save here in case this battle goes less than good. He looks like he's just kind of stuck in the bushes right now. This Pokemon also has a very high catch rate, so this might take some retries, kind of like the Dragonair did. Yes! Ah, that was like the second try. And if you happen to be lucky and your Larvitar was an alpha like mine is, he's already ready to evolve. Nice. Now next up is going to be Cleffa and Talonflame. Not the first two, just a full Talonflame. From right here in the Vert Plaza right next to Wild Zone 2, you're going to come up here. Over here is going to be an Alpha Patrat. But if you make your way on up that Holovator, you're going to be seeing this little bit of scaffolding. From this lookout point, you can clearly see in the background we have ourselves Cleffa, who's pretty much always there. And over here is going to be a Talonflame. Taking down the Talonflame is not the easiest thing. By the way, you just need to roll off of the roof and then you can land here. And if you do it well, Talonflame is not keen to you, but as you can clearly see, I did not. See, I've got a great idea. If I distract Talonflame with my body, then my Pokemon are going to be safe, right? Weird how you could do rollout over nothing when it's a Pokemon, but not when I'm trying to break a cobweb, right? Boom! See, look at that. It was the next catch, no problem. Also, over here is Cleffa in case you want that. It's like I slapped it in the back of the head. Next up, we have one that's kind of a little bit of a pain to actually do. It needs to be raining, and for that you can just spam sleeping at a bench, and then you do have a limited amount of time if you want to go ahead and get this. And that Pokemon is going to be Sliggoo, the evolution of Goomy. Now you could get a Goomy at this location as well, but we're going to get the evolved form because why not? That's kind of what we're doing here. We might as well run with it. You're going to want to go ahead and make your way over here in the blue sector, number 5, and you're going to be seeing this area, which is a little bit of water and some stairs. We got some Magikarps hanging out here, and we're going to make our first right. You got an Ariados chilling, and then we have some ice. Does rock work on ice? Yep, it sure does. And over here, there's going to be a couple Goomy. All of these Goomy have a chance to be Sliggoo. In order to be a full 70 meters away from these two Goomy spawns, if you run all the way to the back, that's not far enough. You have to go on top of the roof over there. The reason we came from the sewer is because, well, it's a little bit better. Back the way that we came, all the way to the beginning, you have to run back to the fountain. And that's the reason I like to put that pin down. So if I come to this area, I know for a fact 100% I am 70 meters away. Okay, 2 Goomy, and perfect. We got our Sliggoo. Putting down a save before initiating battle. Oh, and we have an Alpha Goomy, so nice. Sliggoo, what's your chance of being caught?
A level 42 non-alpha Sliggoo backstrike with a quick ball is a 20% chance to be caught, so within 14 balls is a 95% chance.
Oh, it is horrible. Okay. What about you, Goomy?
An alpha Goomy with a quick ball at rank W at level 48 as a backstrike before it sees me is a 0.69% chance to be caught, which means that after 436 balls, I have a 95% chance. I wish I ran these numbers earlier.
A whole bunch of Binnacle can spawn at the same time, and I wasn't expecting to get an Alpha Goomy, who's even better than a Sliggoo, because that Goomy's level 48, so he's ready to evolve. Oh yeah, all the Binnacle spawned in. I pretty much just got the one shot to creep up on both of them, and whichever one I get, I'm cool with. I would like the Alpha, but either way, I'm cool. And because I caught one of the Binnacle, apparently that's now my autosave. I'm okay with it. You know, it's my fault for catching it in the first place. Oh, we got the Sliggoo. Now, can I also get the Goomy? Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. That was a good oh my god. Oh, that took like an hour. No, nothing's wrong. Oh my god. My fiance is in the other room. She heard my yell and she asked if I was okay. Because I tried it and with less than 10 quick balls, or however many I bought, 20 or whatever it was, and just a lot of resetting, I was able to get the 0.69 chance at that Alpha Sliggoo at rank W. And she's a big gal, ain't she? Okay. A new day is dawning. Well, hopefully it is. I'm just gonna fast travel right now and put down this autosave. There we go. There's how to get a whole bunch of rare Pokemon in the game. Once again, going to emphasize, the later in the game you do this, the easier it is. So you can do this at a low level. Unlike Pokemon Legends Arceus that had things in place that prevented you from catching Pokemon, this does not. The only thing is it's extremely low chance. That Goomy was, with the quick ball, 436 throws for a 95% chance to catch it. Okay. Great. Well guys, hope you found this information helpful. If you did, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, flow, yeah. I got that champion flow, flow.